Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to a new video of mine. If you don't know me, I'm Emily and I love talking about books. In today's video, I will be doing a book recommendations tag that I saw Steph Bohrers, the book to Queen do, and it just looked so fun and she really had some good question-ish. Yeah, I just thought it would be a kind of fun little video where I can talk about my favorite books, and that's always great. So let's just get into my favorite book recommendations. Also, it's extremely rainy right now and extremely cold, so I hope you can't hear the rain. It's currently not raining that much, that's why I'm filming it right now, but I hope it doesn't start pouring again like it has been all day. It's disgusting. But yeah, anyways, let's start with the first question, and that's a book you tell people is your favorite, so an acceptable book choice. And my favorite book, or what I would say, is Evelyn Hugo, or The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I just really love that book so much. I need to reread it soon, but it feels like at the same time when people know it, they know it because it went viral on TikTok and stuff like that, which it deserves all the hype and stuff. But I feel like it just seems like I've only read 10 books from TikTok and that one was my favorite, which no, so it always feels a bit basic, I don't know if that makes sense. So other books I say are my favorite, which they really are, but it's Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It's my favorite book by her, and I just love the characters so much. Charlie and Nora are just great, and I love the whole book content, and yeah. And then also Love and Other Birds by Christina Lauren. It's one of my favorite romances, and I just really like it. And it was so interesting with the different timelines and stuff like that, and a little bit sad. So I don't know, I really love that book. Yeah. Anyways, then a book that is your guilty pleasure, and I was really thinking about that question, what's my guilty pleasure, because I really didn't know, but I think I found one, because I would say maybe Harry Potter. Maybe not a guilty pleasure, but a really I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a typical favorite book right now, but I do love Harry Potter. And then because I am currently reading All the Young Dudes, which is a very well-known Harry Potter fan fiction about the Marauders, Harry's parents and their friend group, Sirius, Remus, Lily, James, Peter, all those kind of people, and I'm absolutely obsessed. It's not even funny, I love it so much. So I would say that's my guilty pleasure from now on, because yes, I love it. And anyways, I've been reading it so much and it's so funny, and I love it. So yeah. Then a book that everybody loved but you didn't, and oof, I must say the first book that always comes to my mind when I get that question is Normal People by Sally Rooney, because I just really did not like it when I read it. But I don't know, I think I went into it with the wrong expectations or mindset, I don't know, but I want to reread it this year and see if my opinions change. We'll see. Another book, or books that all of them, I read literally so many, not so many, but more, and I know, is the books by Tessa Bailey. I'm so sorry, but every single book that I've read by her I didn't love. It Happened One Summer, Hook, Line and Sinker, A Killer Vacation, I didn't like them all. So really know what's going on there, but I never liked any of those books. And yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But another book that I didn't love, or actually I hated, it was one of the worst books I've read in 2022, was The Thursday Murder Club. The hate I have for that book is actually insane. And I like, when somebody reads that book, I'm like, how can you possibly love it? How can there be possible multiple books following the book? I question it. I just really question it. It's so confusing. So many point of views. The plot, everything. It was just a no for me. Absolutely no. No. And yeah, no thank you. But yeah. Next question was a book that you read the fastest. And I feel like that's a really tough question to answer, because sometimes it's just like the circumstances, and then I just read the book really quick because I have so much time when I'm like traveling or something, and then I just read it very fast. But I feel like it also depends on the book. But a book I've read really fast for like the thickness of the book was Harry Potter 5. I flew through it in like 1.5 days, and it's like a chunky book. So it was like, from the hours, the fastest. Like, it probably still took me quite a long time, but like, you know, ratio wise, and like I was always like wanting to read the book, you know what I mean? So, and The Housemaid, it just needed to be said. It's such a quick, easy, fast read that I read in like in one sitting. Incredible. The new release, The Housemaid's Secret, I also read pretty recently, and I also flew through it in like 1 day again. So I don't know, I think it's her writing or something, but it's just really easy and quick to read, a really fast read. Anyways, then a book that deserves more hype, and the first book that came to my mind was Carrie Soto Is Back, which it does get some hype. It won Goodreads Choice Awards, but still, I feel like from all of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, it has the smallest amount of hype, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I just really love Carrie and her whole character and the book and the plot. I loved it so much, so it deserves more hype, I feel like. And yeah, then we're staying on the author kind of train, but a book that deserves more hype was Wishes by V.E. Schwab, because I feel like Eddie LaRue, or The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue, got so much hype, like so much hype, but I feel like Wishes is just so much better and it deserves more hype. Anyways, then also The Vanishing Half. I read that book in like January, and I know it's been popular and stuff like that, but it deserves more hype, as the question literally says, because it was just so emotionally, and it touched me so deeply in a way, and I loved all of the characters and the struggles they went through, and it was great. Like, I really love that book, and I didn't expect it to love it as much as I did. I really didn't, so I love that. Then a book that becomes a movie or TV show, and the first book that obviously came to my mind is currently Daisy Jones and the Six. I mean, it's literally coming out in like a week or something. Go read the book if you haven't, and then watch the show, because it comes out in a week. And I love the book, so I'm so excited for that. But equally, I'm really excited for Wet, Red and Royal Blue, which I think is gonna come out on Netflix, but I'm not quite sure, but I think so. And I'm so excited, like I'm so excited. Yay. And then a book you have reread the most, and I think that's They Both Die at the End. I think because it's been such a long time since I've read it, in like 2020, I don't know, and since then I have reread it for like 4 times, because it's just become such a comfort read. I know exactly what's gonna happen, and I don't know, it's a comfort read for me. So always when I'm anxious, I reread the book. It's like a yearly tradition-ish, I don't know, but I love that book. And then Daisy Jones I have reread twice, and I'm gonna reread it before the show comes out, which is really soon. So I need to get going, but yeah, that will be my third time. One was on audio, which I can only recommend. It's such a good audiobook. I love it so much. And then the last book is Harry Potter, the whole universe. I reread it in January, and I think that was also my third time or something. And yeah, I wanted to make it like a yearly thing again because I love it so much, and the whole universe. But yeah, then a book from a genre that you don't typically read, and the first one that came to my mind was A Flicker in the Dark. I'm trying to get into thrillers, and I would say I'm into them now, but it's still a newish genre. And so Flicker in the Dark was a really good thriller. So far, maybe one of my favorites. So a really good thriller, and it kept me guessing all the time, and it was so interesting and like action packed and stuff like that. So really good. Then a genre I haven't really read about like a lot, like at all, was sci-fi, and that was Vicious by Louis Schwab. And yeah, it was really fun and interesting, and how they did it, like with the science and then the fantasy, it all, you know, together, and still like in the normal world where it could really like happen. It was super interesting to read about, and I really loved that. Then a book that deserves all the hype it's getting is, for me personally, I'm Glad My Mom Died. I finally read the book in February and absolutely loved it. 5 stars easy, because it was so well written and a great memoir. And yeah, like I said, deserves all the hype it gets. And then it's getting a bit repetitive, I feel like, and I'm sorry about that, but it just needs to be said. Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones. I love how much hype they're getting and how everybody is just reading them now, and I love it. Next question is a book you usually recommend when asked to give recommendations. And I feel like it's really hard because it truly depends on like the genre. Like if you want to have a romance, or if you want to have a thriller, you know what I mean. But I would recommend Love and Other Words, because amazing love stories, so emotionally but still so much fun, and yeah, stuff like that. Then also, if we want to stay in the romance genre, The Love Hypothesis, because so cute, so much fun. Truly, I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun, genuinely. And yeah, I think it's also really cool with like women in STEM, with romance. Yeah. And then lastly, Icebreaker, which is, you know, really popular right now, but I feel like it's just like a really good romance where a lot of stuff happens, but the romance is also so like cute, and it is very sexual, but still like the communication is still there kind of, and I really love that. Yeah. And otherwise, if you want to go into thrillers, The Housemaid I think is a really good thriller to get you into thrillers, because it's so easy to follow and so interesting, and short chapters, all that kind of jazz. So really fun. Then a book that has your favorite characters, and Harry Potter, Sirius. I love him so much, like truly he's my current fave, so I love him so much, and it just needed to be said. Otherwise, They Both Die at the End, Matteo, he's truly like so similar. He's also just like this anxious person, and I don't know, I really love him and how he gets more brave throughout the day in They Both Die at the End. I love him. And then lastly, in the Atlas 6, or more like the Atlas Paradox, but you know, like both the books, Gideon. I really love Gideon so much. I mean, I love all of the characters, or most of them, but the most Gideon, because he is truly great, and I'm excited to see how it goes with all of the characters, obviously, but especially Gideon in the third and final one. Anyways, a book that you wish you could live in. That was so easy. Harry Potter, Hogwarts. I mean, I'm still waiting for that fucking letter, because it would be a dream come true. Honestly, it would be a dream come true. Like, I would absolutely love it. From the timing, maybe after Harry Potter, because no thank you to Voldemort, but I just want to visit Hogwarts, and it's just such a magical world, but still like easy enough, you know, there are no fairies. It's relatively easy to understand, and I really love it. So yeah. Then a book you thought you would hate but ended up loving, and that's kind of like most of my 5-star reads for some reason. Like, I thought I would hate Evelyn Hugo, Book Lovers, The Vanishing Half, The Love Hypothesis. So many books I thought I would hate but became absolutely obsessed with, so kind of fun. But yeah, those are kind of the books, because I quickly became really obsessed with them. Then, next question. A book that made you cry. Harry Potter. The last books, they hit hard. And Pack Up the Moon by Kristen Higgins. I don't know. It was just sad. It's just a really sad book. So, and then lastly, a book that you could read for the first time. Definitely Evelyn Hugo, because, you know, the surprise, it totally got me, and I was like, oh, nice. Then another one, The Inheritance Games, because I feel like I had such a fun time reading it, and it was great, and I wish I could forget all about it and read it again, because I loved it, and the whole trilogy is just so much fun, honestly. And then lastly, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because it's so much fun, and again, I wish I would know about the plot twists, because honestly, it's so much fun, and I love the characters, and I'm so sad it's like kind of over. But yeah, those were all the books, and I hope you got some good new recommendations out of this book tag. Again, thank you to Steph Bohrers for inventing this kind of book tag, because it's so much fun, and I loved filming and doing it and thinking about all my favorite books again and going through my Goodreads. So it was really great, and yeah, I loved it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one. Love you.